Hey everybody, it's Michael, the Texas Auction Picker here. Time for another Saturday night auction picking video. Got some really great stuff tonight. Start right here. Picked up this box for just $1 because I like these little mugs. There's let's see here, there's 4 of these in here. Those will be worth a few bucks at the flea market. Going through more of this though. There's some other good little pieces in here, just good little flea market stuff. There's stuff that'll go for a couple of bucks a piece. And all seems to be in really good condition, no chips or anything in it. Probably just need to wipe it down, clean it up just a little bit, and put all that back up. We'll look at a few more things. Store returns again from the local Kmart. I'm guessing these were probably some of them. The movies again. I just got 2 this week, unlike the dozen or so I picked up last week. Just a couple of movies I wanted to see. Got this Rubik's Cube. That was another Rubik's Revolution, electronic game. That was another store return. It's a cookie jar. Just paid $3 for that. I think my mom wants to keep that, so that probably won't get sold. I got this little Disneyland plate. This was actually in another box that I only paid $1 for. There's no date or anything on it, but if you can see that, it was only $5. That tag, it was only $5 at Disneyland. So that tells me this is probably that ain't anywhere near new. And that gold trimming, this is probably about a 30-year-old plate at least, would be my guess. Here's a little box I bought that this had some Fire King pieces in it that I wanted. I'll show you that in a minute. There's a little bit more ceramic wearing stuff in here. That's an interesting little box. It actually has two decks of cards in it. And you see a king painted on either side, and then on the front and back. On the front there's a queen. It says ace on the back. It's a neat little piece right there that I can sell for a couple of bucks. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't even see this. What's Next, Charlie Brown? Selected cartoons from You're Out of Your Mind, Charlie Brown, Volume 2. That may get kept. So I love Peanuts. So there. Oh, and well, that's interesting. Oh, Fawcett Crest. Fawcett Publications. There was a comic company called Fawcett. They created Captain Marvel originally before DC bought the rights to all the Fawcett stuff after Fawcett stopped publishing comics. I wonder if that's the same. I'll have to look into that. That might be the same. It's kind of an interesting little tidbit there. Might be the same company. There's a little A&W root beer mug, mini mug, toothbrush holder. I don't want to break anything. This is an old piece that might be worth something, I'm thinking. This says Victorian Ceramics on the bottom. Mainly I bought this for the Fire King that was in it, and I'll show you that in a moment. And that's another interesting little decorative plate. I used to sell these kind of things really well on eBay. The market kind of went down on them. I'll have to try these again though. Twin Domes, Carlsbad, California. Carlsbad Caverns, New Mexico. This was the box that the Disney plate was in. Just some little cheap stuff. A lot of this probably won't sell, and I'll just end up going to a donation to Goodwill or something. That looks like a telephone. It's a toothbrush holder. This is one of the things I really like. I had to pay a lot more for it than I normally would for a picture. I had to pay $25 for this, but this was part of a group of pictures. A lot of them were tagged. They were new out of a store. I don't think they were the Kmart returns, but all the other ones were tagged $99.99. So I paid $25 for this. Kind of wish I'd bought one more of them. Although they didn't sell, so they might be back next week, and I'll get another chance at them. I'm going to take this up to my flea market first thing Monday, and I'm going to put $75 on it. I'd take $50, but I'm going to try to get as much as I can for that, because I think it's probably worth it. Here's another box I bought just for the amount of Fire King that's in it. This is not the usual Fire King I'm used to. I've got some that's the peach luster color. This is more of a milk glass. But these are... Fire King is really popular at the flea market. And so whenever I find anything marked Fire King, you can always see it. It's marked right there on the bottom. This was, it was made by Anchor Hocking. It was an early oven-proof dinnerware set. There's a lot of it in here too. But a lot of people collect it, so you can almost always sell it. And I think I only bought, I paid, well, no, this box I had to pay a little more for. I paid $4 for it, and there are some really nice pieces in here. There's matching saucers for the cups there. This was a box I bought for $7. It's got some etched glass on it. That's something I really just bought because my mother liked it, so she may end up keeping that. This was out of one of the other boxes I bought. I always find air purifiers a lot at the auction, and I buy them from time to time. Usually I buy them to keep because you can... The ones I found so far have been very clean. They usually have a replaceable filter, and instead of buying a new filter for one, when I've used it up after 2 or 3 months, I just wait till I find a, instead of buying a $15, $20 filter for one of these things, I just wait till I find a new air purifier and buy one. Paid $1.50 each on these. So those will, that's not going to be for sale. Keeping a bit more than I realized this week. Here is the peach luster. This is the Fire King I'm used to dealing with. Fire King ovenware. This color is called the peach luster. It's got that kind of shine like a lot of Carnival glass does. And I've got some matching saucers there for it. This is something I'm going to have to kind of see if I can find some information on. These two, creamer and a little sugar bowl. They look like they're probably older to me. They might be worth a little bit of something. These aren't old, but they're still really nice pieces. Got that nice cranberry colored rim to them. There was one other piece I wanted to get, but it went for more than I wanted to pay for it. It's actually the base to this. This bowl actually has a base to it, which has broken off. It's a clean break though, and I probably just will sell it as a bowl without the base. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to glue that on because it probably wouldn't hold up very well. I think I can probably get $10 to $15 a piece on those. Maybe a little less for that because of the base being broken off, but I paid $3 a piece for them, so there is a good bit of profit to be made on those. And this, the saucers, the cup and saucer sets, probably $7.50 a piece for a pair, a cup and a saucer, and then for the extra saucer, $3 or $4 on it. But those sell really well. I'll have to look the milk glass set up, but they're probably about the same. I would guess maybe about the same price on those. See what else I got. Oh yeah, this cabinet right here was really nice. I don't know if this is supposed to be a bar or what, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see underneath it, but this opens up down here. There's a little shelf here. You put on a couple of pegs on the side. It's Keller, made by a company called Keller. Maybe it's just a buffet or something, but here on the side, and I only paid $30 for this, and I think it ought to be worth about $89.95. The other side has a leaf that does the same thing. It's a really nice solid, it's solid wood furniture, which is always nice to have. So I got that, and oh yeah, there's some more store returns and a few more boxes back here. Paid $4 for this doll. I'm gonna look her up on eBay, see what she's worth, try to sell her. May sell her on eBay, may just take her to the flea market. It has been a busy week for toys this week. Bought this box too, mainly got it for like $2. Mainly bought it for the CNC. Princess says, still in its original packaging, works great. That'll be an eBay or a flea market item. Got the steering wheel cover. It's actually torn right here. I'll take that up to this flea market and just see if anybody wants to buy it. Here's a masked Marshall set. The mask is gone out of that, but it's still got a little pop gun there and a badge. May just take that out of its packaging, put it in a Ziploc bag, take it to the booth for a couple of bucks. Fire alarm, smoke alarm right there. Some other little miscellaneous, probably not worth much of anything. There's some light bright pegs. I actually have a light bright I've been meaning to sell for a couple of years. A roll of foil, just kind of a junk box. Is that really everything? I spent that doesn't seem like I got much for the $127. Oh yeah, okay. I got these seat cushions right here. They're vibrating massaging seat cushions. And let me see here. That actually has a car adapter to it instead of just a regular outlet on it. So you can actually have that in your car seat. And then here's one other one. These weren't in the store returns. These were somebody's from this tag I see on them. Looks like it was in somebody's garage. Someone didn't sell. That's another one. I paid $2 a piece for those. They ought to be worth $10 to $15 at the flea market. Oh, this also came out of a box. These are little Precious Moments hearts. That one's dated 1991. They're both dated 91. Precious Moments stuff can be kind of expensive, so I'll have to check eBay for those. A few other places online. It's an old sifter, flower sifter. And then there's these 3 inflatable mattresses. These were store returns. I'll have to fill them up Monday with air, make sure they don't leak or anything. This is they're all queen size. This one actually has 2 zones. You can fill it up to 2 different. You can have 2 different air levels in it. I think this one has. Okay, yeah, they're both like that. Those I paid $7 a piece for. As long as they're good, and I bet they are. That's at least $30 at the flea market. And then this one I paid $20 for. This has a nice little carrying case here on wheels, and it doesn't lay directly on the floor. It has a stand here. As long as it airs up okay. There's actually the tag from Kmart is on here still. It was $129.99 new. $130. I picked it up for $20. I've been doing really well with these store returns, so I'm betting I'm betting it doesn't leak or anything, and that ought to be $60, $70 at least if I want to turn, maybe $50 if I want to turn it really quick, but I think I ought to be able to get $60 or $70 for that. So that's that's the Texas auction picking this week. Have not had a storage auction to go to in a few weeks. Hopefully, I'm keeping an eye on the legal notices in the papers. Hopefully I'll have one of those again real soon, and I can buy something there and have a really cool video from that coming up. But check out there'll be individual pictures on the Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter at AuctionPicker. Like the Facebook page. Comment, subscribe to the video, like the video. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell an enemy. And until next time, hope everybody's having a great day.